stepped up his physicality a little bit defensively?
I think he feels stronger. The work that he's put in the off season. Kind of what I talked about earlier, that strength now has to translate, where certain possessions of the game you need to be physical, maybe in a box out, but certain times, maybe in a one-on-one situation defensively, if a guy's isolated at the elbow, then you need to be more smart with your physicality. And so that's the kind of process and stage we're at right now with him.
He said the thinking with his three-point shot was, hey, I'm pretty good with a 17, 19-footer. Extend it out now, make the defense cover more area. Is that kind of the thinking you had?
I just think it fits in line with our overall theme and strategy of pushing guys their limits. And I think Drew you felt good when he shot a 15, 17-foot shot. And if guys work on shots, then they might be able to take those shots in the game. And so he put in some effort into extending his range and being able to shoot the three for us. So I see a guy work at it, then we see we can do that in the game.
Last year, all of us in the press corps made a big deal about him being a physics major, being a real bright. When you speak with him, how evident is it that his brain really is impressive?
Oh, I don't think I've had any most of our conversations about him, his family, life, basketball, far from the physics realm.
Coach, I want to go back to last night. Some of the things that impress you and some of the things that you think you can go forward with this team.
Well, the good thing is that's our first preseason game, so I love the fact that we were able to kind of see where we are. Defensively, offensively, we'll take a look a little bit on film and see what do we need to work on, and that's the best part of it. In New Orleans, that was their third game, and this tells you the different stages each team is at, and that's why you only can be concerned about yourself.
Tomorrow night's your first home game. Of course, the fans want to see a win, but what's your objective for tomorrow night?
Always objective is to play the right way for us, and that's with the extreme amount of effort. Rotations will probably be a little different, but hopefully the effort and intensity is there, and whoever gets in the game plays extremely hard.
What did you like from Vic last night? 10 points, had 9 assists, 5 boards. Pretty aggressive from him.
I think overall he had good poise throughout the course of the game, and I think that was probably the most impressive thing. Good pace about him, and those two are pretty good when the ball's in your hand and having good poise and pace.
Feel good about having him on your team? Obviously you do, but why?
And the other players too. I do. I like them also.
Good. That's a good answer.
How did Kyle and Nick pair together last night? How did that go?
Well, I think there was a stretch where we fouled a little bit too much, and that's that line of physicality and feel for the game at the same time. And that's just a learning situation and when to be physical. But I think both of them are pretty good pick and roll defensive players. They were good at, I believe we out-rebounded New Orleans. And so some good things from it.
You like the pace that Nick played with in the post where he got the ball, made a couple of combo moves, and then, was confident with his shot.
Yeah, it's going to be a combination for him. Sometimes we want him to go fast because sometimes 2 and 3 moves is too much. But I think he had a good pace about himself as well. And we had good floor space in that he was able to, do a move and go to his counter move. So I think seeing him have that initial move and also his counters, we'll continue to see it.
Maybe a little sense of pride that a lot of your guys, all the work they put in this summer, you were able to see it last night. They were able to kind of start showing it off. And like you said, it's translating to the court, right?
That's what you want to see, John. I think it's just like you work on something new, or you try to dive into a new endeavor, and you want it to be tested. And last night was a little early test for them to see the work that they put in, whether it was on their shots, whether it was on their ability to push themselves conditioning-wise, whether it was their ball handling, whether it was, post patience, being able to see it against a true opponent.
Have you determined how you will allocate minutes? Not necessarily who will play how many minutes, but whether they'll play in 5 to 6 minute shifts again?
I have not, just because of I haven't talked to everyone yet, and so once I get a chance to see how everyone feels, after yesterday, after the bus ride, after getting up this morning, we'll see were those minutes efficient and if it's a good thing for us.
Were you able to put that time on the bus heading back to good advantage? I assume Zach had your laptop loaded up and ready to go, right?
Yes, he did. Did I watch the game on the way home? Yes.
All the players.
All of them.
Yeah.